The funeral service of John Ernstzen, who was the founding General Secretary of the South African Municipal Workers Union, was held at St. George's Cathedral in Cape Town. He died earlier this week at the age of 82 after long illness. He served the union as its General Secretary from 1987 to 1994. Family members, friends and fellow trade unionists attended the service. SABC News reporter Corbin August has more for us.
We are crossing to you from the St. George's Cathedral in Cape Town, where the funeral service for the late John Ernstzen was held. Now, John Ernstzen was the founding General Secretary of the South African Municipal Workers Union. He served as the General Secretary of the Union between 1987 and 1994. Today, family, friends, and comrades have all come together to pay tribute to the great John Ernstzen, whose funeral service was held here at the Cathedral. And joining us now to tell us a bit more about who John Ernstzen was and the legacy that he left behind, his grandson, Ashley John Ernstzen, is now with us to tell us more about his grandfather and what the legacy means to them. Ashley, good day to you.
Good day to you too.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for talking to us. Let's just start. Just tell us more about the relationship that you had with your grandfather.
Well, my grandfather played a very big part in my life. After he lost his son and his wife in the same year, I looked for a father figure, and I suppose he was looking for a son figure as well. And I eventually moved in to his place. He frequently traveled to Pretoria because his union buildings and his offices were up in Pretoria. So when he came down to Cape Town, I didn't stay too far away from where he had originally lived in Heathfield. And I thought in this time I needed to go over to his place and spend the time with him while he was in Cape Town. We had a lot of good memories together. We ate very unhealthily because we were two men that didn't know how to cook. But what was amazing for me is that I never slept in my own room. I slept next to him. And there were many occasions we had conversations, and he was always a type of person who wanted to guide me in the right direction. I mean, I was a young kid, I made a lot of mistakes, and one thing I admired about him, after I had done all the mistakes, he was very patient, and he never shouted at me, never swore at me. He was very calm and collected, and he would sit me down and discuss what the wrongs that I had done. So I had a lot of respect for him in that regard. And he had a way of making me feel so bad because he came across so nicely. And he's done that in his work. I mean, you've heard all the sermons given by the people that were here today, and the type of person, and he adapted that in his family life as well.